day everyone. So today I'm gonna tackle the density of soil in place by the sand cone method. So the significance and use of this method is to determine the density of compacted soils placed during the compaction of earth embankments, road fill, and structural backfill. It often is used as a basis acceptance for soils compacted to a specified density or percentage of maximum density determined by a test method. The apparatus that will be used in this method are the density apparatus, sun passing number 10 and retain number 200, balances, oven with temperature control, digging tools such as earth auger, crowbar, and chisel. Then soil pans, MC cans, plastic bags, and labeling materials. So for the test sample, we can see here in the table 1 the minimum test hole bouillons and minimum moisture content samples based on maximum size of particle H2. So the diameter of largest particle, minimum test hole volume or the cubic feet, and the minimum mass of sample G. So for the procedure, first we have the materials compaction reference, obtain the maximum dry density and optimum moisture content of the material from the H2 designation T99-94, the moisture density relation of soil using a 2.5 kg Brammer and a 305 mm drop as a reference for compaction of materials. Number 2 is determine the mass of sand required to fill the panel. So in the 2.1, put sand in the apparatus and secure mass apparatus and sand. The 2.2, set the inverted apparatus on a clean, level, plain surface. And the 2.3, open the valve and keep open until after the sand stops running. The 2.4, close the valve sharply, weigh the apparatus with remaining sand and determine the loss of sand. This loss represents the mass of sand required to fill the funnel. Procedure number 3, determine the volume of the density, jar, and attachment of up to and including the volume of the valve orifice. The 3.1, weigh the assembled apparatus and record. At 3.2, place the apparatus upright and open the valve. The 3.3, fill the apparatus with water until it appears over the valve. The 3.4, close the valve and remove the excess water. The 3.5, weigh the apparatus, water, and determine the temperature of the water. And last is the 3.6 is repeat the procedure described in step 1 to 5 at least twice. Convert the mass of water in grams to millimeters by correcting of the temperature. So the volume used shall be the average of 3 determinations with a maximum variation of 3 ml. For the procedure number 4, determine the back density of the sand to be used in the field test. 4.1, place the empty apparatus upright on a firm level surface, close the valve and fill the panel with sand. 4.2, open the valve, keeping panel at least half full of sand, fill the apparatus, close the valve sharply and empty excess sand. Weigh the apparatus with sand and determine the net mass of sand by subtracting the mass of the apparatus. For the last procedure number 5 is determine the density of the soil in place. The 5.1, inspect the cone apparatus for damage, pre-rotation of the valve and properly match base plate. So fill the cone container with conditioned sand for which the back density has been determined and determine the total mass. The 5.2 is prepare the surface of the location to be tested so that it is a level plane. The base plate may be used as a tool for striking off the surface to a smooth level plane. The 5.3 is set the base plate on the plane surface, making sure there is contact with the ground surface around the edge of the flange center hole. The 5.4 is dig the test hole through the center hole in the base plate. So being careful to avoid disturbing or deforming the soil that will bound the hole. So test hole volumes are to be as large as practical to minimize errors and will in no case be smaller than the volumes indicated in table 1 for the maximum size of soil particle removed from test hole. And the 5.5 is clean the flange of this base plate hole, invert the sand cone apparatus and sear the sun cone panel into the flange hole at the same position as marked during calibration. And 5.6 is determine the mass of the apparatus with the remaining sun record and calculate the mass of sun used. 5.7 determine and record the mass of the moist material that was removed from the test hole. 5.8 is mix the material thoroughly and either obtains a representative specimen for water content determination or use the entire sample. And last is determine the water content.